we're now going to begin assembly of the chest unit. And before we begin, I wanted to show something here. I've already soldered the wiring of the 3mm part. I made a frame. I didn't show it off on camera, unfortunately. And I had these shrink wrap type things that I purchased a while back. Never used it, and I said this is appropriate to hold that because the wires are too close together, and I'm afraid that if they touch each other, they're going to cancel out. But so you can see how it works. Not that, of course. There you go. It's lighting up. But I'm going to keep it like this for now until we figure out the wiring and all that stuff. But let's put it together. So we're going to still use this. Take this part here. Connect to that. This part here. Connect, hopefully, to that. There we go. That's a nice tight fit. And both ends are almost identical. Ooh, wait a minute, that one needs to be pushed in a little bit further. Yeah, that's good. So that's that. Then we have these red parts here. One goes like that. The other goes like that. So these two are done. Then we take this. Take the gold plate. Put it here. Good. Bring this here. Hold on, I gotta see something. Yeah, so the front part goes forward. Have to push it in all the way. That goes in there. That goes in there. Good. Yeah, that looks good. Does it? Yep, it does. Pivot. Pivot. Then we take this part here. Is it facing backwards? Yes, it is. All right. This is a nice snug fit. There's no way I'm going to pop that out. Alright, so this part is technically done. To the side. Now these are already put together, so I don't have to take them apart. But I do have to take these guys apart. So we pop one of these out. Let me just double check something here first. That's the cover. And I will have to put that one here. I have to put it close to the chest. There we go. You know what? I'm kind of like now slowly regretting myself doing that. Don't know how well this thing will turn. This is part of the connection to the joint. And when joints are this tight, not good. Not good at all. Okay. I did that, I did that, I did that. Okay. Let's go back to this. Supposedly, we take this. It has to be in this position. That goes here. I think. There we go. And then this. Oh, this one goes here. Like that. Okay. And then we have this going the opposite direction. You know what? Let me pull it out a bit. I think alright, that's it. Let me see if I could do it the other way around, because that's going to be a pain. Nope, the other way around. This is frightening when I do that, because there's a high probability, even though these parts have been designed and all that stuff to fit, with that extra paint, there's a high risk of it being broken. It snaps. That tends to happen, and you got to be very careful with that. All right, so these two parts are done. All right. We have our little chair, as you can see here. According to the detail, you've got to put the a sticker here. Now, I'm going to say something here. Why do I need to put a sticker there? Not that I don't mind putting the sticker. I have to put the sticker on anyway. That and the fact that I don't even know where I put the stickers now. But mind you, you're not going to see the, according to the manual, I'm going to show it right here. You're not going to see the display. Oh, there it is. And I think it's probably a good idea to do it, just so I can say I did it. Where's my knife? Actually, no, I could use the, I could use this. So this is number 19. 19's right here. I don't want nobody to say, oh, you didn't do it. Well, I did it. See? There it is. And there's supposed to be two others. 18. Okay. I mean, in all due fairness, how are you going to see the inside of this? There's no way you could see this inside. Seriously. Ooh, did I just drop it? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. I think that's it. You guys didn't hear a minute ago. It's not on the sticker, not on the tool. Wow. That's one way. You know what? I'm not even putting it on. Forget it. It's fine. I did the one. No big deal. I'm not going to kill myself over this. I did one. You don't need the other two. And I'm not even putting the pilot on, so screw it him. He doesn't deserve it. Alright, now we're going to take this part. I didn't paint this because, in all due fairness, didn't think it needs to be. But I gotta pop it open. Jesus, come on. Yeah, because you're not gonna see the right. It's like that. It's ridiculous. All right, so we got that. I know this is necessary. This is the clear part that goes right behind it, so that way the lighting, it lights up inside and illuminates. Fine. That I agree with. Here's the red part that I did paint, and I did put the photo etch parts there. And this one's supposed to go here too, so I think that goes there. No, it goes the other way around because it's supposed to slide up like that. All right. Then this one goes here. And then this one goes there. And then, of course, you can do that to see the inside or not. So that takes care of that. Now, here's a funny joke. Here's a funny joke. For a brief moment in time, I thought I lost a part, and I thought it was this. Not that I lost this part. I thought this was one of the connections to the joints, whether it was in the leg or the arm. And I didn't realize it was meant for this. And I felt so embarrassed and silly that I'm telling it to you right here on camera, so you know that I'm not an idiot. I will admit to my own stupidity and faults. Right now, Prime Netty 2 is laughing her ass off. Because I did tell it to her. And she's like, saying, how? And I was like, I don't know, I fucking lost it. Alright, so that's done. That's done. Then we have this part here that goes into this. Wait. So I want to make sure this is fine. And I just noticed something that I forgot to put here. Okay, that goes in there. There we go. And then we forgot about this. And this one is connecting to this and this. Followed by this part here. Come on, get in there. There we go. Alright, so I see that the light funnels through there, so it's not a big deal, but okay, let me just turn this a bit. There we go. The canopy is now complete. Now, oh yeah, that's right, there's some detailed wiring there. We'll do that later. No, I'm not going to kill myself with that. Alright, so this is actually the front part of the canopy, which we're going to remove this. This one goes like that here. This one goes in here, which is for the cover. And then we close it up like so. Ooh. Interesting. I didn't notice that until now. Here we go. it allowed me to paint it without actually getting damaged, but alright, fair enough. Alright, so that's done. And then we have the detail silver parts. One goes here, and then the other goes here. Nice. And then this one goes there. Nice. Okay. First set of parts for the chest part is complete. Okay, next part is the next section of the chest part. And first we're going to take this. And they take these two little white parts, make sure that they're in this position, like that. So I have to look like this. And then supposedly take this and then slide that in there, like that. So it looks like this. I'm going to pop this out, put this one here. Doesn't matter what position this is, just put it in like that. Take this, flip it around and supposedly put it like that there. Take this and stick it in there, like that. So it looks like this. Now, this is where I'm going to show you in the manual here right now. We see how the whole thing is separated. There is a controller box that goes into that spacing right here, which we will, that goes right here. Then one controller box goes here below, back here, because I think this is where the ball goes, where the canopy goes, cockpit goes. Then you have to funnel the wiring. One goes up and the other two goes to the side, meant for the chest lights. So you have one light going up for the head, two for the light, two for the heads, two for the what do you call it, the chest. One goes here, and I believe there's a third one that goes to the right, and that is for the chest sensor that's on, not the vent, but that sensor that's on the left shoulder or right shoulder. I don't know which one is which. But we're going to omit that part because eventually I guess there should be an ability to maybe remove stuff and do it. I know that I have to figure that out myself. Hopefully I can pop this out on its own without damaging or doing anything. I just have to reverse it a bit. But I'm going to close it up anyway. For now. Because there is no way I can do it, put the light in there, because the connector right here has to be small enough to stick out. And that's a small hole. Wow, that is a very, very small hole. I just noticed it right now. Now I'm having some doubts. Because I would have to like funnel one wire there, then you have all the wires congregated in here, in this little spacing, and then you have the white light, the green light here, two here and one there. And then you have to have everything funneled and then merge into one, positive and negative to stick out through here. Suddenly, $150 for a, you know, for a light pack from Bandai doesn't seem too bad to get. Okay, let's just put these on first. So we have these here, and then this one here. Come, there we go. Then we have this part that goes. Where do you go? Okay. That one goes here. That one goes there. So far, no issues whatsoever as I'm seeing this. Alright, so we'll put that to the side for now. Now, these two. So I take this one out. Oh, I forgot 2 parts here. I was an idiot. Alright, I'm gonna need that. Alright, so that one goes there. And then this one. Is it this one or this one? There we go. No, that's all right. Or is it? No, it is right. I was right the first time. All right. Just went in so fast I didn't think it was right. But there is a bit of a gap here. There we go. Okay, I didn't realize that until I finagled it a bit. Alright, so we have that there. Then we have this part that goes like that. Jesus Christ. Am I looking at this wrong? Or is it this one right here that goes into that? No. Wait, what? Oh, it goes on top. I'm like, what the heck was I looking at? Alright, that goes there. Then that goes on top. Okay. Obviously, the other light source goes in there because it's a separate part. That's going to be interesting. Then we have... let me see here. Look at the... yeah. This one right here. Take this. And then we take that. And then we put that in here. Good. However, back to the photo etch parts. It's this one. That goes right on top of that. And there's adhesive there and that will not come off, so that's fine. That's good. Let's do the other one. Hopefully this should be a little bit more easier than before. But this is a bit difficult to remove. I'm kind of like okay with this because, in all due fairness, if you ever see like videos of people building model ships or planes, you don't have to deal with a sticky part. You have to deal with a metallic piece that's held onto a frame, and using your nippers, you're cutting off the edges of these metal parts, and then you're super gluing them on. So you don't have to deal with that on this kit. So I'm always a bit impressed with model shipbuilding of other people. Alright, so we put this one here. Is that the right one? Hold on. If I go here, I know this is going to work. I want to make sure that works the other one. There we go. There we go. Make sure there's no gap. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Yeah, looks good. Alright, these two parts are done.